Hello, my name is Michael DeAngelo, and I'm going to provide a quick overview of our Goals and Targets feature. The Goals and Targets feature is a paid add-on, and once you subscribe to Goals and Targets, each of the circles will receive a new tab called Goals. Now, the purpose of Goals and Targets is to help an organization increase the alignment across the organization, to help ensure that all the circles are working towards a common set of organizational goals, and to create transparency into the specifics of what each circle is working on, their aspirational outcomes, the specific measurements, the targets they're shooting for, and any projects that are supporting that large strategic shift. So let's go look at product development, its goals and targets. So we can see it has two goals. So the first order here are the goals: GlassFrog Finance Improved and Happy Customers. Under each goal, list the identified targets. So these are more specifics, greater specifics around how it's going to achieve, in this case, happy customers. So for each of the targets, they have a value. In this case, this target was set, currently it's at 30. Oh, I see. This response time reduced from 30 to 15, and they were able to reduce it to 12. So they've actually been able to exceed that target. The NPS score was at 45, trying to push it to 54. Currently, it's at 47. And feedback response time, reduce it from 30 to 5, and they're currently at 20. So each of the targets have a progress bar that shows the completion, and the goal progress bar is the average success or completion of its supporting targets. Now, for each of the targets, usually you provide a regular updates, weekly, monthly, whatever they might be for your organization. And to provide an update, let's say the NPS score has improved from 47 to, I don't know, maybe 50. So we provide an update. The new value is at 50. And so maybe some context around what has changed is, let's see. In the product, we'll create something. And here you can set the health of the target, whether it's on track, which makes it green, whether it needs attention, or whether it's at risk, likely not going to complete before the end of the period. This one's gotten a lot better. We're going to put it back on track. I'm going to update that. All right, so that switches to green since it's now on track, and it's now moved from wherever it was before to 50. All right, so because of that change, this has also increased. Happy customers has increased. Now, if I go back to a meeting and we're talking about the goals and targets, I can always, as the owner of this particular measure, I can look at the history and say, yeah, actually, we reduced the level of issues in this particular product, and so that moved it from 47 to 50. So I provide that context. That's why that field is really handy and helpful. The other cool feature within the goals and targets is you can identify whether a goal supports another goal within the organization. So when I'm creating the goal, I can identify that this particular goal supports something else, and where that might be. And I can see that for happy customers, there are let's say one supporting goal. There's another goal in the organization that's supporting this outcome of happy customers, and that is around the enhanced project delivery in a different part of the organization. This is in the PMO. I'm currently in product development circle. So the PMO has a project which is designed to help improve customer satisfaction as well. So we can take a look at that. Now, I can also see that for happy customers, this particular goal, there are 3 projects that are currently in play that are there to support happy customers. So let's check out the PMO circle and see what it has for goals and targets. All right, so it has one goal, which is to enhance the product delivery and efficiency through stakeholder satisfaction. What I want to do, however, is I want to update, let's say with the early part of goal setting, and I want to create a new target. So let me add a new target. And for this target, it's going to be around improving our Agile practices, implement Agile practices in 100% of the projects. So there's the measurement. I'm going to move it from 0 to 100%. Now, when you add a target, you can specify, if you want, a prefix and a suffix, which describes the units. It could be any units you want, whatever makes sense for that particular target. I can specify what role is responsible for that particular target. Say it's project manager, and I can identify whether it's a draft or not. Now, if I save it as draft, what that usually means is it's for the next quarter coming up. We're not ready to activate it, but we actually started a little bit late. We'll say I want it to the current quarter. All right, so I add that target. It now shows up, and this goal actually adjusts a little bit because now we have one of our targets that is 0. So let's see here. Here we go. All right, so that's how you add a target within a goal. And all right, the next thing I'll show you is that when you subscribe to goals, the other thing you'll notice is that for the personal work area, there is also a goal section here. So this shows, for me, since it's my work area, this shows me what goals and targets I'm involved with. So I can see that I have that's a goal that's set by that's assigned to the project coordinator, but I have as a resource allocator, I've got a target that's trying to support that goal. I can also see that I have in my customer success role, I have this target. So I can track the particular goals and targets that I have some responsibility for and see their progress and provide the updates right from here without having to jump over to each of the circles. Well, that is the quick overview of the goals and targets feature.